Who owns the IRS?
There's a corporation on the IRS, and the
It's a
IRS
corporation.
they like the enforcers for the so-called taxes. Who,
So if he shuts down the IRS, then who's going to so
and it
what,
falls on every state to make sure that people's taken care of.
do you think that that's a good move?
No, it's not a good move
Why?
because it's a lot of people. It's not going to reach certain qualifications that the state requires them to meet in order to draw it, and that's going to take them off. Same thing with Obamacare. That's why they fought it. If you didn't meet certain criteria, you couldn't get insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every state has a chance to write their policies, and they could red line who they want to red line.
Mm. So Texas doesn't have taxes. Like it doesn't have
If
state tax.
they don't have a state tax, they got a federal tax.
Right. So Donald Trump is trying to remove the federal tax, places like Texas will have to now have a state tax because they don't have a
Well,
state tax.
if Texas don't have it and Mississippi don't have it, but Louisiana do.
Mm.
We pay a federal and state tax. Remember, taxes is the way this thing works.
So is Donald Trump, the way that he's trying to dismantle the United States? Is it because he's trying to break it down as a corporation?
It is a corporation. You got to break
Like
it down. They're already a corporation, as we read earlier. He's trying to improve his brand. So when he leaves office,
City of London owns the Federal Reserve IRS, but the gold is held in the United States.
okay, but they're not, like I said, but it's not enough gold at Fort Knox to pay off this $39.6 trillion that this country owes to other countries instead of borrowing money. It has a credit rating. Thank you, Paul, for that Purdue. Thank you. You know,
Wait, yet gave all those Ukrainians Social Security benefits. They gave Ukrainian Social Security benefits?
because they're trying to get the Ukrainians mineral rights, the agriculture and the oil and stuff. See, no, it ain't nothing just given. Trump told Lewinsky, let us have the mineral rights. Remember, watch the mineral rights.